Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Resident Evil Gaiden. Resident Evil Gaiden is a 2001, well, it's still an action-adventure game, and it's still sort of survival horror, but it's a bit of a different beast than the other Resident Evil games. Now, this one was developed by M4 Limited, a studio in Britain that was responsible for Game Boy Color games such as The Tasmanian Devil and Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's Winning Circle, so a horse game. And this is also a Game Boy Color game. Now, it was published by Virgin Interactive and Capcom. Now, even though Capcom was not directly involved with the development of this game, the creator, Shinji Mikami, was on as an advisor, and the writer for other Resident Evil games, Hiroki Kato, was writing the story for this game. And this game takes place on a cruise liner out in the middle of the ocean somewhere. And this is not the first time in the Resident Evil, well, actually, no, this is the first time in the Resident Evil series that we would find ourselves on a boat in the middle of the ocean, but it wouldn't be the last time. So I want you to think for a minute. Imagine it's 2001. You're a Resident Evil fan, you've played the 4 mainline games, you've played the side game Survivor, and you're interested in seeing where the game series is going at this point. And you hear that there is going to be released a Game Boy Color game called Resident Evil Gaiden. Now, maybe you know that Gaiden means something along the lines of side story. Maybe you only know it from Ninja Gaiden. But a new Resident Evil game is coming out, but it's coming out on the Nintendo Game Boy, and that's a little weird. But you also hear that it's going to star Resident Evil 1 character Barry Burton and Resident Evil 2 character Leon Kennedy. So that's exciting. If you're a fan of either of these characters, you know, you haven't heard about Barry except for the epilogue file in RE3, and you never played him at all in the first game. And then on top of that, Leon, you've heard about, you know, his name got dropped a couple of times, say in Survivor and in Code Veronica, and he had an epilogue file in Resident Evil 3. And at this point, we've been learning more and more about the history of the Umbrella Corporation, this sort of idea that was just sort of the groundwork was sort of set in the first game, has been building up and up and up. So, as a fan, you want to learn more, you want to see where this story is going, and where the characters are going. Well, we got Gaiden, so let's press start. So I've already played through this a few times to make sure I can still beat it, but we are going to start a new game. Alright, in an effort to put a stop to the global operations of the evil corporate entity, Umbrella Pharmaceuticals Incorporated, an underground organization was formed. This organization consists of former STARS members and ex-Umbrella employees. Somewhere in North America, at this underground organization's hideout. 2:30 a.m. Reporting for duty. Now this is Barry talking. Good to see you, Barry. I have a mission for you of the utmost urgency. A new type of bioorganic weapon developed at Umbrella Labs has escaped. This bow is believed to be among the passengers of the luxury ocean cruiser, the Starlight. The new bow is an extremely dangerous creature, even in its human form. Leon S. Kennedy of the Raccoon City Police Department was tracking the bow. We have now lost contact with him. His last report came in over 24 hours ago. Your objective? Locate Leon S. Kennedy and eliminate the bow. Insertion via helicopter. Location: the Starlight currently cruising in the Atlantic Ocean. Extraction. Via helicopter deployed on receipt of radio transmission. Operative: Barry Burton. Good luck with your mission. Alright, so now we have control. HQ, Barry. Come in, over. So we don't have control yet, I was wrong. Copy. Read you. Over. You are now on the side deck, second floor. Make your way to the west lobby to enter the ship. Look for useful items along the way. They may be hidden in boxes or other containers. Your alert icon will show when an item is nearby. You can then pick up this item. Good luck, Barry. Over and out. Alright, so now we are in control, and yeah, this is what it looks like. Even by 2001 Game Boy Color standards, this isn't the best looking thing, but as you saw from that opening, there is some good art direction, and we're going to see more as we go along. But right now, I'm controlling sort of almost a side-scrolling overhead kind of fusion here. I press down, I move down, I press up, I move up, left and right, and so forth. Now, Barry, when he goes by this little container here, a green exclamation point pops up, meaning that there's an item here. And we find some handgun bullets. Let's take a look at our inventory menu and so forth. So I hit start and we look at the map. Red is where we want to go, green is where we currently are. I hit select, and this is our inventory screen. Now, you may notice that there are 3 slots at the very top, and one of them has Barry. We're going to find more characters during the course of the game. Our PDA here will give us information about what we're trying to do. So we want to make our way west to the lobby on the 2nd floor, then to the ship. Beware of hostiles. Right now we have 2 options for weapons, a handgun and a knife. I'm going to keep the handgun equipped for the moment. So we just found another item. This is an information document. Your current objective will be shown on your PDA. Your PDA will also show you the information you have found during. Will also show you all the information you have found. Your PDA can be accessed from your inventory. Your current objective will also be shown on your map and will be highlighted in red. Your map will also show where you currently are highlighted in green. As you complete your objectives, your current status will be saved. You may then continue your mission after a restart. At set times, you may also save your status in slots 1, 2, or 3. You may then continue your missions from slot 1, 2, or 3 when you restart. So yeah, we're going to get to save our game at different intervals during the course of the game. Alright, we got the yellow herbs. This herbal compound will restore medium damage. And if we look at our inventory, we now have a row for healing items. Barry, be careful, we have detected hostiles in the lobby. If you need to use your targeting system to attack these hostiles. Once your targeting is activated, you can aim at these hostiles. The sight will indicate when a hostile is in range. Deactivate the targeting system once a hostile is in range to start a battle. Once in battle, fire your weapon when the target is aligned with the hostile to be hit. Remember that your weapons are less effective at greater distances. Caution is recommended though. Avoid conflict if you can. Be careful in there. Will do. Over and out. So yeah, we haven't really gotten a look at combat yet, but we will in a minute. And combat is a interesting beast. So now there's a green door icon. That means we can enter through this door. What in the name of? What has happened to these people? They're not human anymore. So, we're just going to leave because I want some time to talk. That was actually a pretty nice little portrait right there of the zombie enemies. And we're going to get a couple of things like that during the course of the game. But we're about ready for our first combat encounter. Now, the headquarters gave us some advice, but I don't think they really explained it as well as they could have. So first, let's get away from them. Let's try to get just one on the screen. So what is this, the A button, the B button? I bring up a targeting reticle. Now Barry will stay where he is, and I can move the aiming reticle around. It only goes so far though. What I want to do is get the aiming reticle on an enemy, and it becomes sort of like a box. Once I let go, combat will start. And this is the combat screen. It's actually not that bad looking, I kind of like it. But the zombie is getting closer and closer to us, and we have this red and orange bar moving back and forth. What you want to do is try to hit in the middle of that white and blue bar right there. Now that went a little faster than I wanted, so I didn't get to explain it as well as I could have. But when that orange-yellow block is moving back and forth on that blue bar, we want to try to get in the middle of the white and dark blue. That indicates that we strike the enemy. And if we can hit the dark blue in the middle, that indicates a critical hit, meaning we do extra damage. Now, right now we're fighting weak early game enemies, but eventually we'll be taking on enemies so tough that we have to hit that bar in the middle. Alright, now this enemy is carrying something. We can tell if an enemy is carrying something if when we get close to them, a red exclamation mark comes up. So the zombie on the right is probably the one that has something. The zombie on the left doesn't. So here's where things get a little challenging. There are two enemies on the screen right now. If I start combat with both of them, even though one is on the other side of this banister. Now they're going to slowly get closer, as you saw the first time I went into combat. Now, I kind of like to have them off to one side. I find it a little easier to hit them that way. And you know what? It's still pretty early in the game. I can show you what happens if you let the enemy grab you, or if you're using the knife. Let's grab this first. When you try to run away in battle, you must fire your weapon and hit the target in the middle. Zombies will try hard to hit you whilst you are running away. Once you start to run away, you cannot rejoin the battle. Okay, running away is dangerous. There's a good chance you will fail it. When you are fighting an enemy and you don't want to continue the fight, I believe you hit select and you'll get a chance to run away. Problem with that though is, once you try to run away, that's it. You cannot go back to fighting. You only get to keep trying to run away. Make your way to the security room on the 4th floor. Try the elevators to the west. Maybe you can locate Leon with the security cameras. Okay, I will make contact when I get over there. Over and out. Always be on the lookout for herbs to pick up. If you are wounded, these will recover lost health. Apply an herb within your inventory to recover lost health. Search a zombie, as they sometimes may be carrying herbs and other useful items. Well, there's one. We're not going to bother. There's two, actually. Not going to bother either of them. A heavy-duty electrical fuse used for the coolant system in the refrigerator room on the 1st floor. Alright, so red. That means one of these enemies has an item on them. Which is probably this zombie right here. I'm going to try to goad him into attacking. Come here, you. Now remember, I have the knife equipped right now, so this is not the best idea. Alright, so he's got us. We got that flashing skull. We push him away. Now this is as close as he can get. So the knife will work at this point. And he has bullets. So this game does a couple of things I really do not like. And we're going to start talking about them. One of those things it does that I do not like, come here you, is that items only show up at certain points of the game. So we just got that coolant for the refrigerator down on the 1st floor. We can go down there if we want, and there is some stuff to check out. But the really good items are not going to show up down here until much later. So for example, you do not have the grenade gun. You cannot collect this ammunition. That's another thing I don't like. We can't collect the ammunition for weapons unless we have that weapon. That's more than a little annoying. So these purple and red zombies, these are more dangerous zombies. These ones are poisonous. I'm going to try to avoid them. We don't even have to be down here. We could save this for later, but I'm doing it now. Alright, we'll just walk around this way. And sometimes it's bodies that have stuff. A grubby key used to open one of the ship's kitchens on the first floor. Well, we're on the first floor, so maybe we'll get a chance to use it. Alright. I think there's something up here. The game doesn't do the traditional sort of red, blue, green herbs. What it does is herbal mixtures. And different ones restore different amounts of health. And some recover poison while some don't. So in the usual survival horror, in the traditional survival horror formula, there are limited items, which, not necessarily such a bad thing. What there aren't is limited enemies. As we go through new chapters, new enemies will show up. So even though I've killed a bunch of enemies down here, and there are no enemies in the kitchen right now, it's not going to stay that way. It also does another thing I don't like. Randomly spawning enemies. Alright, this key is used to gain access to the crew area on the second floor. So you saw earlier how I got grabbed by that one zombie, and we were kind of struggling with it for a few seconds before the combat started? Well, that's a chance for us to push them away, so that they won't be as close when combat starts. But during that time, other zombies will rush to join the fight, including zombies that weren't on screen. So a zombie will just spawn and then come charging. Okay, we're done down here. Nope. So now I have to fight both these enemies. They are poisonous, so I want to take them out before they can get too close. Too late, and that one hit us before we took it down. But we are not poisoned. We are damaged. We are very badly damaged. So, we'll use this red herb to restore ourselves to full strength. So I did mention, ammunition is limited, enemies are unlimited. So, we want to be careful not to use up all our ammunition. And that has happened to me several times while trying to play through this. Now look here in this corner. Got this zombie trying to hide. I don't want to get jumped by too many at once. Come on. Oh, you're going to be a jerk about this, huh? You can equip yourself with a different weapon within your inventory. You also have access to your inventory in battle. Be careful, the action will not stop. So yeah, if we need to, we can change our weapons in combat. But that's dangerous because the enemies keep attacking. This zombie has an item. It's a red item. So we're going to let him alone for the moment. We will fight this one. Alright. Now this door is locked, and I don't believe we have the key for it. We have the key to the crew area. This key is used to gain access to the crew area on the second floor. I don't know if that works on any of these doors over here. Alright, more handgun bullets. And you do not have the shotgun. You cannot collect this ammunition. So, yeah. I find that very annoying, and I really wish they did not implement that in this game. It may have been a memory issue, but still, I would have preferred being able to pick up the ammunition for weapons once we find them. That way I don't have to backtrack to find them again. Alright. Now that's a zombie in a blue dress. And they're about to get us, so let's start combat. Now, I don't think these lady zombies are any tougher than the other zombies. Okay, this herbal compound will cancel out a poisonous infection and restore heavy damage. Oh, so there we go. Some of these zombies can poison you with their attacks. If you are poisoned, your health will suffer for a period of time. Use the blue or purple herbs to cure yourself from the poison. Your display will indicate when you are poisoned. That zombie is crawling around, still trying to attack us. So even though we beat it in combat and used up our items, it's still a threat. So we're going to try to avoid it. And if we come back here, she may stand up and try to attack us again, or she may be gone. To unlock a door, you must use the key when you are near that door. To use an item like a key, you must go to your inventory. Okay, you have something. And you have a key used to... This key is used to operate a set of elevators to the west of the ship. Well, that's where we're headed. This is a pump-action weapon that is tricky to aim, but gives medium damage. Alright, we have the shotgun. That means we can go back and collect the shotgun ammo. Was it over here? We're going to find a number of different weapons of different power during the course of the game. Most zombies, especially if we get them from far enough away, can be handled with the handgun. But we will meet a tougher enemy. There is not a lot of enemy variety in this game. Most of them are going to be recolor zombies, either male zombies or female zombies. But the different colors also indicate different levels of power. Alright, elevator time. Also our first save point. So I'm going to alternate our saves. So our first save point will be here in save 1. So if I die or restart, we can load from here. Nope. To escape a zombie's grasp, struggle by trying to move. That's talking about how the zombies grabbed us earlier. If I hit directional keys, we'll struggle, and the more we struggle, the more we could potentially push them away. Alright, can I sneak? I don't think I can sneak by you. But you don't have anything I want. And it's still there, meaning it can still be a threat. So we'll grab this. You may use your targeting system to attack any hostiles. Once your target is activated, you can aim at any hostiles you meet. The sight will indicate when a hostile is in range. Deactivate the targeting system once a hostile is in range to start a battle. Once in a battle, fire your weapon when the target is aligned with the hostile to be hit. Remember that your weapons are less effective at greater distances. Yeah, we heard about this already. Now I'm just going up and down here to reset the enemies. Because there's only one zombie I really want to take out, and it's that one. There we go. Now if you're feeling brave, you could of course try to take these enemies out with your knife. Security room will probably be locked. I may need a key for it. Well, Barry's gonna look for his key. Maybe this zombie has it. So this zombie has a weapon. He has what looks like maybe a hook or a crowbar. So when a zombie has a weapon like that, they can actually strike you from one, I guess, distant segment away. So they could potentially attack us from a range where we couldn't hit them with our knife. Be on the lookout for armor. Equip yourself with the armor you find to protect yourself. The stronger the armor, the less damage you will suffer when you are hit in a battle. Remember, useful items such as armor may be left around the ship by the crew and the passengers. Look out for these items and always watch for your alert icon. Alright, you don't have anything. You do. Okay, that's too close. He can probably hit us with that crowbar there. So I'm going to try to take him out quick. Shotgun shells, yeah, we like that. Okay, neither of you have anything. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just something sort of natural. Oh, see, that one was not there. That one just came running. That one just wanted to get in on the fun. So I was trying to say, maybe it's something about my sense of direction, but I'm trying to go around the bottom of the ship here. That's not what I want to do. Okay, let's put this guy out of our misery real quick. There we go. Light combat armor that will help reduce inflicted damage. So we go down here to the armor, and we have Kevlar. So Barry's going to wear it. There's a armor... Is there an armor before Kevlar? I don't think so. But with that Kevlar armor, Barry now takes less damage from attacks. You have something. Something we want. You are not invited. Okay, you have something we want. Or at least in theory. Yeah, I used up an extra piece of ammo there. So, there have been multiple times playing this game where I would come around this side of the ship, thinking this was, this is the way to go. This is the only way to go. But it's not. We want to go up around this side. So what was that, port side, and we're going to starboard? Okay. You have something. I believe this zombie has the key we're looking for. Yep, the security card is used to gain access to the security room on the 4th floor, which is where we are right now. You're still bothering us. Ah, nope, couldn't make it. So hopefully that's far enough. And let's just grab what's ever in here. This rope is strong enough to hold the weight of any full-grown man. Rope is always useful. The only thing more useful than rope is a towel. Maybe for Breeze. You do not have the grenade gun. Well, we know we're eventually going to get a grenade gun. You don't have anything. But we gotta take you out so we can get to the other side of the room. And you're still alive. Alright, blue herb to take out poison. Can I get around you? Nothing too exciting in the showers. Yeah. Okay. Let's use our security card. Let's get into the security room. Alright, well, we're going to look at the security monitor and see what's going on. What can I do with this hunk of junk? Barry searches through the switches on the control console to activate it. Wait a minute. This doesn't look like one of those creatures. Hey, listen up, can you hear me? Leon? Is that you? Huh, you know Leon. Who are you? I'm Special Agent Barry Burton. I'm a friend of Leon's. I'm Lucia. Leon went off to find that horrible monster that is turning everybody into zombies. Leon rescued me and told me to wait here until he gets back. Where is Leon right now? I don't know. He left here ages ago. I'm scared. I keep hearing noises. Oh no, you have to help me. I think it's that monster banging on the door. He's here. Please help me. Don't panic. Calm down. Just tell me where you are. I'm on the sun deck. Hurry. The door isn't going to hold much longer. Hold on. I'm on my way. Alright. So, the paternal instincts of Barry have kicked in, and it is time to save and go rescue that little girl.